So let's talk about the infantryman's best friend, and that is the range card. Now with the range card, what we're going to do is we use them whenever we have more than 30 minutes in a location. Now, there are many ways to do this. You can draw them on a simple piece of paper, but you guys can go online and it's DA form 5517-R, and this is the military standard range card. You can print these out and use as many as you'd like. Companies like Rite and Rain also have a version with waterproof paper. You can also laminate these and use non-permanent markers to fill them out again. But if you're anywhere more than 30 minutes, you're going to do a range card, and this is when your distance is also going to be used. So why don't you guys come around and let's fill out this range card for what we see here. Now, our normal range card is going to be used to pick out objects. So essentially what we're doing, we've got all this other information that we can fill out. We're going to fill out our magnetic north, so we can grab that. The dot in the middle is where you are. You are then going to, first thing, designate these rings. These can be anywhere from 10 meters to 100 meters, whatever designation you think. So if your furthest object is 500 meters away, your outer line will be 500, and then you just divide it by however many lines to make your life nice and easy. The point of this is we're going to arrange our different types of weapons. It's picking out prominent features in your area. So again, if you're waiting for more than 30 minutes, you're going to have a guy in your squad fill out one of these. So let's go ahead and fill out this together. If you need something to write on, a great little tool is a magazine, and then that just gives you something to your hard surface to write on. But if you have a book or something like that, use your common sense, a rock or something. So first thing is going to be your position. So we can just put base right there. Weapon, we're going to do M16. Squad, up here we'll do 1, platoon 1, and company 1, you just fill that out. The magnetic north direction up here, we're simply just going to do, say we're facing magnetic north, we can do 360 degrees, and that is going to be our line right here. A lot of guys like to draw lines for reference up here, but this is going to be a 0 degree line. Next up is we're going to simply look outward onto what we have. First thing we have is a group of trees. I'd say that group of trees is around about 15 meters away. We're going to divide these lines by intense, so we got 30, 40, 50, 60, and 70. So we said that tree was 15. We're facing directly forward. I'd say it's around about 5 degrees off. So we've got 0 up here. We're going to draw 5 degrees to 15, and we're going to put tree. Now, if you want to draw a little picture of a tree, that's fine as well. You can use different colors, stuff like that. Our next prominent feature is we're going to look out. We have kind of like a berm in a T shape over there. I'd say that's around about 25, 30 away, and that's directly in front of us. So we're going to come to our 30, and we're then going to put berm. So we come to our 30 line, and we're just going to simply put berm. So for this one, we'll draw a little berm, like the shape. Okay, next up we have a tree line right at the end there. It's more than 100, but we can just put tree line up here. Okay, and we'll put 150 meters. So let's say, for example, there's a house out there at 50. We're going to come to 50. Let's say it's at 45. Let's say that it's at 45 degrees. We're going to come to our 50 meters. 45 degrees, and put house. So apart from my really scruffy handwriting, because it's kind of hard to do, we've got our basic terrain map right there, and then if we look out, you can see the references. We're judging these distances by all the skills that we previously talked about, and down here you can put any weapons in your system, but now you can hand that off. If you're doing security in the position, you can simply hand your range card and say, okay, if the enemy pops up by that tree, it's 150 meters away. I already know there's a berm out there. A big important part of this, guys, is don't take any pictures, don't mark it on a GPS. The GPS can be great, but the truth is when you actually sit here and you pay attention to your environment with a pen and paper, it forces you to look at detail. When Royal Marine snipers train, they get out here and they draw physical pictures of their environment because it really activates our brain. Again, think like the enemy. Where would you come from? What things stand out? What prominent features? I'm not labeling every blade of grass. If there's a meadow, if there's a divot in the terrain, then I might put that here. But you're not going super detail. It's the prominent features that can be used to identify an enemy attack or use to the enemy's advantage during an assault. Down here we also have a notes section if you got to hand this off, whatever notes that you might have down there. But there you go, there's your standard range card. Very, very simple explanation, but that's how we come out and fill them out.